Hi, I'm Josh with the Armadillo Trap, and today I would like to show you how to set up an unscented trap. Now, with an unscented trap, there's nothing in particular that makes the animal want to go into the trap. So what you need to do is set up a guide, a funnel, and create a funnel going into that trap so that as the animal walks along the ground feeding, he is simply naturally guided into that trap. Now, you can use anything in your yard. Obviously, you want to utilize what you have. If you've got the side of a house, if you've got two big old oak trees, whatever, anything that creates a natural border in the yard is good to help you start your funnel. However, it is good to use something like a board, a good wide board, anything that is sturdy and can create a guide. Basically you want to set it up to where it gives that animal no option but to go through the trap. We recommend our boards or guides to be at least 8 to 12 inches high. If you're 6 inches or lower, the animal can easily go over that board and it defeats the purpose. You really want your guides to be high enough that animal cannot easily go over that board. So what we're going to do is use these metal rods. Now you can use anything. Basically you just want to stake this board in the ground to where it's sturdy and that animals cannot easily push it over. So I'm going to take this board and I'm going to set up this one and then I'll do the next one. You want your guide to be as close to the door of the trap as possible. You don't want your board to be back here because obviously this creates an area for the animal to get in here. You want it to come right to the opening of the trap. Take this rod, hammer it in, likewise on the front. Now obviously you'll want to put more stakes. You'll want it to be very sturdy. You do not want that animal to easily push this board over. Repeat the process on the other side. Use your rod, stake whatever you have, and stake the board up. The idea is that as the animal comes feeding through this area, these trees create a natural funnel, a natural bottleneck, and then we're just enhancing that with boards and bringing the animal right into the trap. And this could take some time. Obviously, we're waiting for the animal to come through the trap. But once you catch your first animal, this will not be necessary. At that point, you will have a scented trap. In the event that you don't have a good natural border in your yard, retaining walls, house, barn, etc., and you want to put your trap out in the middle of your yard, obviously you'll want to create the process, run through the process just the same as we did by the trees. You'll want your boards to come out at an angle. We say 45, obviously that can vary a little bit. You don't want it to be too narrow, but you want to cover a large area. The longer the board, obviously, the more opportunity that you have to catch that animal in the guide. The trap opens on both ends, so you would want to repeat the process on the opposite side of the trap, going out on a 45 off of each corner, creating a guide from the back side, so that whichever way the animal comes from, he will be going through the guides. You will want to, oftentimes, if you're in a drought, you can water the area that the trap is sitting in. This will draw the animal to that area. This is one tip that'll help you catch that first animal. Now obviously with an unscented trap, once you catch that first animal, your trap's scented and the use of the guides won't be necessary. But for number one, you will have to use guides with an unscented trap. And this is how we recommend to do it. Obviously this is an example. You can make your guides out of anything. You can make them longer. You can make them shorter. We don't recommend going much shorter. Obviously you want to cover as much ground as you possibly can. Be sure to run them out both ways. Be sure to make them 8 to 12 inches or higher and run them right into the trap. And that's how you're going to catch your first animal.